A beautiful abundance, abundance, abundance supreme. Well, before I go any further, woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. I see you. I just have a question, when it comes down, to things that are transpiring right now. The things that I speak about as far as our children and the things that I know to trust in, not believe in, but to trust in. To know is different. If I ask you who your father is, some people will say, I don't know, or this is my father, but you're still not 100% sure, no matter what. But if I ask you who's your mother is, you would be like, that's my mother. It's a difference. It's a difference when you're 100% sure versus when you're not. So I just have a question about the things that's been transpiring, or the things that I have been speaking about that is somehow transpiring right now. What am I wrong about? Am I wrong about genetics when it comes down to our genetics, and how genetics plays a major role on what we should be doing and how we should be conducting ourselves on this planet as a species? Am I wrong about this totalitarian low vibrational system that we are all subjugating children to? Am I wrong about that? What about the education system? What has the education system done for you? The medical system. What has the medical system done for you? Dr. Sebi was more of a threat to the entirety of the medical system than the medical system was a benefit to you. So what am I wrong about? I just want to know. Do I hate white people? No, I don't hate white people. White people would like for me to hate them because truth is hate to them. Their fantasy is their lie that they have accepted as their reality is their truth. And because the lie in which they choose to live have so many holes in it, and it's just not white people, because I want us to understand something and understand. All races of people are living off of our backs, off of so-called black people, physical and psychological slavery. Everybody's living off, even us is living off of each other. So we're all living off of each other. More importantly, everybody's living off the so-called black race, even the black race itself, so-called black race itself. Everybody. So it's not just because you don't see Asian men in your Congress or in the Senate or as a president doesn't mean the Asian race is not extracting resources or doing medical experimentation on our genetics, because they can't study nothing else. The only thing that they can study is melanin. The only thing that they can study is us. Neuromelanin is the key to life. It's melanin. There's nothing else that they can study. And everything that comes off of neuromelanin, carbon, matter, everything that comes off of neuromelanin. So it's nothing else that they themselves can study. So just because you don't see them in your neighborhood, police officers and correctional officers and judges and prosecutors and school teachers, just because you don't see them doesn't mean that they're not affecting our species. So what am I wrong about then? If we are being infected in every facet of living, and it's due to the fact that we are being misled to believe in some higher supreme being outside of ourselves, and a culture that teaches us to earn a living on the planet. And because they have made a few brothers and sisters that share our genetic makeup successful in this world, right? You feel as though that this is what you should strive to be. So again, what am I wrong about? I don't teach division. I don't teach hatred. I don't teach violence. And I don't tell lies. See, lies promote violence. There's no need to lie with this. It's to be straightforward and honest. Our children are being, we think back to when you was a child. This was forced onto you. The reason why you can't cut your birthday off, your fake solar return off. The reason why you have to believe in it. The reason why you have to talk about it. The reason why you feel some type of way. You automatically start getting energetic. You start feeling all happy and excited when it start coming around to your solar return. But then all the rest of the entirety of your existence until the next time something comes along in this world that fits the narratives that make you happy, that make you release dopamine. See, whatever in this world that make you happy, you're willing to release that dopamine and be happy. You good. You are supported. There is nothing in this world that is healthy for you and I, if we are from the cosmos, other than each other. And some of us not even healthy for each other. So, what am I wrong about? I sincerely ask that question because I mean it. I need somebody to tell me, what am I wrong about? What is it that I'm stating out of my mouth that makes YouTube, Instagram, and other people want to feel some type of way regarding my words? What am I wrong about? Seems like everything that I've been talking about or that has been carved inside the pyramids, it seems like it's happening right now. I just posted a video regarding the pulsating sun, the green orb, the blue kachina, star family. I just posted that video, and the color of the sky. I never even stripped the light, but I'm going to strip the light when I get home tonight, and I'm going to reload the video. And I know Instagram and them, they shadow banning that. I've been showing you these things for the longest in the sky. It's countless documents of people that have seen objects that they cannot explain, that defy the law of gravity and the law of physics, that they can't explain. Right now, and I was just watching Mr. MB33 video I think it was the video he posted recently or yesterday. Somebody took a picture, big, huge triangle craft sitting right in the sky. Whenever you ever seen clouds that give you 90-degree angles, sitting right in the sky, we're being observed, we're being watched continuously. You don't give off a skin color, you give off a chakra color. That's the difference. So again, I ask, what am I wrong about? What have I been wrong about for the last 2-3 years? What have I been wrong about for the last 2-3 years? That's all I say. What have I been wrong about? This shit has been right on point. Right on point. And the sad thing about what's coming our way, that many of the people that have watched my videos and have seen my videos, the sad thing about it is that a lot of us still going to be ill prepared, because the way we think it's going to go down is not going to go down. It's going to go down 10 times. It's going to go down a gazillion times worse than what you think is already going to happen. See, I already shedded my tears. I already cried. I already know that people that I have seen, that I have, that I have, shared the same space with, I already know for a fact that these people may not be here. So I already shedded my tears. I already cried. I already got to that state of, I already got through that state of like anxiety and depression, because of, I know all of us ain't gonna make it in the sounds that's gonna be made. I wish you could really listen to the sounds that these people are making over in Gaza right now with no electricity. I wish you could really listen to the sounds of women and children. And men, to be truthful and honest with you. But it's so much happening to distract you for what's coming this way to is ridiculous. And it's right here at our front door. So much to distract you. And this is why people think, oh, it ain't gonna be about nothing, man. We gonna be all right. We gonna get through this. Nah. This is gonna be a very tough and brutal time that's coming up. But it's worth it though. This shit is worth it. This the growing part right here that's coming our way. Because a lot of us, we need to stick our hand in the fire to know that it's fire and that it burned. So we need this. So I just asked you, what have I been wrong about, man? What have I been wrong about? Let me see something here, Kalama. I live in Philly. What part of the city are you in, Kalama? You are. Abundance, gratitude, sister. I'm out here. I grew up in North. You know what I mean. But I live out. But I grew up in North. I grew up in North all day long. Abundance, gratitude. Yeah. And I thank you, gratitude. I appreciate it. I just be wanting to know where. And here's the beautiful thing about what's happening. See, a lot of people see. The reason why, all right, let me say this too. Let me slow down. The reason why I'm speaking about the darkness that's happening, that's going to come, that we need to face, that we need to literally be forced together through trials and tribulations, is because it's a heads up. Because the punch you don't see coming is the one that hurts you the most. But to be honest with you, let's just be truthful and honest. See, this generation may not understand this. This generation may not feel this. So they may not understand what I'm getting ready to say. But I want to say something. I grew up in an era. In my era, let me put it to you like this. I came up at the end of the era before it was no electronics. So when I was born, cell phones and pagers just was hitting the streets. But understand something. When cell phone and pagers was hitting the streets and black people were getting TVs, let me say this to you. It was a time black people was living together like crazy and we was all in the house. My grandmother got the free cheese and all that other stuff like that. Just the big block of cheese. You know what I mean? My grandmother got all that stuff. So it was a time that we all lived in a house together. And before the TV came, before the other electronics came, we actually had fun in a house with a group of people. No matter what it was, running up and down the steps, making jokes with each other, busting in somebody's room, and then we all in the one room, all of us in one room talking shit, laughing at each other till somebody come in and mess it up, and then we got to go into another room, and we all divide and go. So that was the time that was the most fun. So the generation today can't begin to fathom that, because they grew up in a generation with just electronics and everybody was in their own individual space doing their own thing. But I grew up in the era that we didn't have. I came up in the era when I was coming up, I came up at the beginning of the cell phone, the electronic era. You feel what I'm saying to you? When I came, I seen my aunts, my sisters, we all was in one crib together. You feel what I'm saying to you? And it was fun. And everything started shifting when everybody started getting into their own space. So even with me thinking back to when I was coming into this world as a young pup, and me seeing what I was seeing at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and then for me to raise my children in this generation, it's a complete, total different opposite. Because see, I believed we didn't have TVs in every room. We didn't have cable in every room. My children had their own TV, their own cable, their own video games. So right then and there was the division. Even though it looked good to a grown child. Oh, look, I go in my daughter's room. My daughter got a video game. She got a flat screen TV. She got cable. You know what I'm saying? She can fall back. But what am I really doing? I'm really teaching division. Because now my son, he in his room, he got his game, he got his dog, he in his own world. Now my son and my daughter is not growing up together. You understand? They're just growing up in the same house together. You feel what I'm saying to you? This is just being realistic. So until we understand the benefits of what's coming and what's taking place on this planet, only thing we're going to see is darkness and sadness. You understand? And body bags and shit like that. That's all you're going to see. But that is going to happen. That's coming. That has to take place. But there is another aspect of that too. You out? But there's another aspect of that too. And that aspect is we will be back together. We will learn to grow and be creative together so we can get from one sunrise to the next sunrise. This is what's going to happen. So a lot of people be like, yeah, the money's going to collapse. What we going to do? Oh man, the food shortage. What we going to do? It ain't never been a sun shortage, but it's definitely going to be a food shortage, but it's never been a sun shortage. So what we going to do? You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, oh my gosh, the wars are happening on the planet. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to. Guess who's doing it though? When you look at the war right now and you look at these people that's killing each other, what do you see? See from a fearful human point of view, oh my gosh, look at what's happening. Look at what's happening to these people. From a scientific, galactic, angelic, benevolent being, mind you, I said scientific first. I see an organism that has no more, that's running out of lives. And I see an organism that's running out of lives and running out of time. And they don't have no other choice but to slaughter each other. And before they face the truth. So that's what I see. And see, and this Instagram and social media know that's what I see too. And I'm trying to not get you to see what I see, but I'm trying to get you to see how the unnatural organism is now, the acts that they are now performing on this planet, to minimize their existence on this planet, and the truth from coming out, but also to keep the organic people distracted on this planet, to keep you in a state of empathy, to keep you in a state of sorrow, to put you in a state of mind like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? Oh, we don't have nothing to do with those people issues that they are having on land that don't even belong to them. They don't even belong. They was placed there. Have nothing to do with that. So the only ones that really see darkness, only ones that see there is no hope that's for the future, are the ones that believe in the artificial world. Let me just say this to you, and a lot of people might feel some type of way, and you can get whatever, say whatever you want. But deep down inside, I'm gonna tell you something, right? The way that we wash our bodies, the way that we constantly underneath this unhealthy water, that's not natural to our bodies either. Just so that you know. And most of us right now need to be underneath that water and that perfume soap and that other perfume oils and lotion, because we got so much death. We have so much artificial food in our body that have that have fermented and turned into alcohol that gives you an artificial scent, a scent that doesn't smell right. So a lot of us can't go days without washing up and then feel romantic with one another. See what I'm saying to you? That's just being real. Because you know why? We're not healthy. It is what it is. So those that see darkness, those that see when the darkness come, it's going to be my light. See, when darkness come for you, it's going to be your darkness. Because see, this is your light right here. This is your light. Your light is right now. But see, when that light goes out, that's when my light shines. And my light might look dark to you, just like your light looked dark to me. And I can explain why your light look dark, because 8 million children, the education system is a complete and total a lie, fabricated. History is fabricated. You go to work an environment for 8 to 9 to 10 hours a day only to extract your energy. That's it. And to keep you away from the sun. They keep and to make you lazy, so that way that you're willing to ingest yourself with all types of poison, whether it's over-the-counter medicine, whether it's a wine and spirit store, whether it's a dope boy on the corner with Percocets or whatever the case, downers, uppers, whatever the case may be. See, they get you in this state of mind, in this state of depression, so that way you can capitulate and be content with the little trinkets that they have given you. That's it. So you tell me, what am I wrong about this truth here? It ain't my truth. It's a universal truth. I don't give a damn. It could be fuck halal. I say it all the time. This ain't about me. My bloodline gonna travel on. I know that for a fact. My bloodline gonna go forward. But I want all of us to go forward. I know all of us ain't gonna do it because we ain't ready for this shit. We got to be able to be ready to walk barefooted. A lot of us can't walk barefooted. Even if we all swept the ground right now and there was no nails, no glass on the fucking ground, some of us couldn't run from one corner to the next barefooted without your fucking feet bleeding at the end of it. You know why? Because your feet are too soft. We think being hard is having a hard heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? We think that's being hard. The body's soft as hell, but your body, you think having a hard heart, you'll kill somebody. That's not. The heart is supposed to be light as a feather, but the body's supposed to feel like the tree. Supposed to feel like a tree. And there was a point in time that you appreciated that feeling, sister. And you didn't, that wasn't nasty to you. See, this was nasty to you. Cause it's like slime. The body's like slime. You're like, ugh. There was a certain texture that was to our bodies. When we went through the forest or the fields, when we went through it was totally different. We became one with nature, with the planet, with the entirety of it. So I just say, you know, what am I lying about when it comes to this truth? It ain't my truth, it's universal truth. The sun is separating us. It ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Go see matter of fact, I'm gonna do a UV reading tomorrow. I just had to wait till I get these 9-volt batteries delivered so I could do the UVC reading too. But I'm gonna do a UV reading tomorrow. We in the fall months right now. What you think that UV reading is? What you think that UV reading is? It's still up there. The only thing is that understand something. The sun heats you up, and the sun does its business from the inside out, not from the outside in. So what I've been wrong about? What I've been wrong about this shit. That's why, like, I've been taking my little vacation. I'm just setting something up so when I go live on YouTube, when I go live on my next video on YouTube, I want to bring everybody up to speed. I want to go backwards and come forward. I want to do a whole video and just do everything. I want to go backwards and go forward. And yes, I am going to do the joint. Antigen's going to be in there when I come back on there, my people. I just been on my vibe right now, man. I've been just paying attention and seeing how this shit unfolding, like, and just looking at it and just laughing at the same time. I'm not laughing at nobody's demise. I'm laughing at our rise. You know what I'm saying? I'm celebrating our rise. This is a fact. This is our time. This is why they want to have us on the edge so much. This is why they want to have us at a disagreement. Do you not understand why people can't get along with one another right now? People be like, man, be truthful and honest with you, and be like, this is the age of Aquarius where the truth is more disturbing than a lie. You ain't ready to be real. You ain't ready for motherfuckers to be truthful and totally honest with you. This is why we in the situations we in now. You ain't really ready. People not really ready. Because see, when somebody be truthful and total honest with you, you have to live that life now. See, it's a difference from living in the world as opposed to being of the world. So you have to be that person. See, because when you bring it to your attention that you're not even thinking and living for you, you actually thinking and living for an illusion of you. Straight up. You don't know, as a child, you've been programmed. You think all the stuff that you are doing today is a direct result of what's happening with you today. No, there's a residual effects of yesterday that is now affecting you right now. And the only time you are allowed to bring that up only time you are allowed to bring up the residual effects that take place with you or with us as a so-called species is when a black woman is being mistreated by a fucking black man, or she had a baby by a black man and he's not taking care of the child, or the black man has fucking if he gay. That's the only time he can that's the only time he can cry about the traumas and shit that went on in his past and why it affects him today. Other than that, we can't bring up none of that. We can't bring up the fact that we are constantly being programmed everything through our education system, through our food, and then look understanding when you understand physics, and you understand chemistry and energy and how things work with one another and how powerful we are as a species. Understand one thing. All I ask is women that do, get you and your children, get all of y'all to eat on one accord inside your household and watch how all y'all temperaments be with one another. But because all of y'all are eating different foods, some eating steak, some eating fucking chicken, some eating pork, some of y'all eating this, then you know you got different attitudes, ups and downs consistently. But I promise you one thing. If y'all all eat if y'all all eat according to your genetic makeup, I promise you, I bet you if y'all all fast around the same time, y'all all exercise at the same time, y'all all did things together that involve nature around at the same time. Watch how every last one of the temperaments start to act. Watch how everyone start to act. You know how this is true? All you gotta do is look at nature. See, when it comes to your genetic makeup, your eating habits come with that as well. All you gotta do is look at elephants. All you gotta do is look at hippopotamus. All you gotta do is look at honeybees. The reason why honeybees don't act like flies because some honeybees ain't eating shit. All honeybees is eating what honeybees supposed to eat. So when you're eating something different, of course it's going to change your temperament, especially if it's not conducive to your genetic makeup. So if you in your household with your family to make your family grow together in peace and harmony with one, everybody will be on the same accord as far as eating habits. That's the one thing. See, that's the first discipline. That's the very first thing. Why you think at birth they get your children not to eat what? Natural. What is that? AKA breast milk. Nah, don't get on the breast milk. Give them a Similac. Get them all on different accords. Just get them eating differently. Point blank and simple. And because we don't understand chemistry, we don't understand physics, metaphysics, therefore we can't come to We can't come to that realization to say that, damn, we're not just thrown off by the environment and what goes on in the environment. We're first thrown off about what's going on and what we're put in our household, what's going on in our household, and what we're ingesting in our mouths and our eyes. That's the first thing. Because if you take care of your household first, when you go outside, you won't have to have no issues. See, outside world can't influence you if you already start your children off in the womb eating healthy, and then they come out eating what they supposed to do, eating what they supposed to eat, and then you're truthful and honest with them, and you're speaking to them directly. You're not talking to them like goo goo gaga. You are talking to your child, and your child is comprehending and understanding everything that you are stating. Because why? You did not feed your child poison in the womb or even coming out of the womb. Period. Because you're not ingesting poison. See, to create Superman and Superwoman, the one thing about them, they had discipline. They had discipline. So again, you know, what am I wrong about? What am I wrong about? Abundance Empress, how you doing? Abundance, yeah, I will definitely be out there on Friday. We will definitely be 10 toes down. Me and Kenny, we will be 10 toes down on Friday, downtown Center City. Yes, I will be down there, no question. No question about that. I will be most certainly for sure down there. I most certainly will be. So even when we looking at the things that are taking place right now, like we go into certain we go into certain subjects that rub people the wrong way. When I talk about polygyny, first of all, let me just make this very clear. For 54% of black men don't have children. 30% of black men are married with children. So women are having babies by less than 20% of black men, which are the boys. They're having babies, and most of the women that have problems with baby fathers have a baby father that have multiple children. What I mean by that, not multiple baby mothers. He got you pregnant, he got some other girl pregnant. Most of them are just like that. Problems like that. And they go from it, and they're boys. So when we speak about a subject, or I speak about a subject and be like, yo, listen, we're right now, you got women right now that are crying, that are afraid to go homeless. You got women right now that are crying, that are afraid to go homeless because they think they get ready to go homeless because of what's happening right now on this market. And as opposed to bonding with a sister and say, listen, we need to make this work together. We need to get ahead of the chain. The universe is giving you all the breadcrumbs and letting you know what you need to prepare for. And you're sitting there, and the cosmos is saying, hey, listen, y'all better bond together. Yeah, y'all better bond together. Y'all better bond together. But y'all right now having trouble paying for bills, getting food, right? You ain't got to lie to me. I know the fucking truth. You understand what I'm saying to you? You ain't got to tell me. I know how finances are working out here. You know what I mean? I'm not saying everybody, but the large amount of our people, because we're not in the top brackets of economics. Come on, so that's to keep it real. So right now, women out here are literally surviving, all the way in survival mode, because food is going extremely high. Even the little snacks that you would get from the store for little kids before they go to school and stuff like that. Look at the snacks now, the juices, the hug. I'm like, God damn, I didn't know that shit. That was that. How much is that? Wow, the prices that they have went to. A hug went, them little juices went from 25 cents to them $2-3. I'm like, are you serious? So just think about this. These are the things that are taking place right now. And our sisters rather be like, no, I got this independent. No, I got this. They rather put on an outside image and be like, no, I'm cool. Instead of getting ahead of the game and saying, you know what? Listen, sister, we need to bond together. Straight the hell up. First of all, this ain't even about no dude. Fuck a dude. It's just about women and children. Even if you don't have no child, you better bond together with a female. See, that's the real. If you got a dude, lucky you. Happy hippie hi yay. But I tell you one thing, if your dude ain't already got some shit piled up or some shit stocked up, if you and him ain't already having conversations about, yo, but you know the money getting ready to collapse, this war between Taiwan and this war between Taiwan and China. You see Russia has moved in more into Russia. Ukraine. You see Russia, China, North Korea, Russia, China, Africa, India, the Saudi Arabia, all the major ball players are all now joining together to create a world reserve currency. So, what's going to happen with the American dollar? Look like this shit is falling right now and it's collapsing. So if you and him ain't already having these type of conversations, which means that he is not prepared. He's only prepared physically. He's not prepared spiritually. See, he's prepared physically because he's going to say, yo, listen, I got me a gun, this, that. Everybody's going to have guns. Even the ones that they're bringing in here, all the ones that are coming, what you would call the illegal immigrants that are coming, they're not even reporting to you how many of them are coming over here even more now. So even, and who they are, China people are coming over here. China people are coming over here along with those illegal immigrants across the border. China people. So does that make any sense to you? So why are Chinese Asian people coming here coming through the border to America? So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. So they all coming to America. Now just think about the shit. If your city was to go like Gaza right now, with no electricity at all, pure pitch black, you can't even see your hand in front of your face. Everybody started to get into a room together. Everybody, not only when you get into a room together, oh, this shit is looking, oh my gosh. Not only do you get into a room together, but you start thinking big time, because the only light you gonna have is when the sun come up. So just think about that. The only light you gonna have is when the sun come up. That's it. You gonna hear bombs at night. You don't even know if you're gonna hear shooting, all kinds of shit going on at nighttime that you be wondering, like, how these people even seeing at night to be even doing this type of shit. But it's gonna be all kinds of foolishness going on out there, flashlights and shit. And what you think? What you think that's gonna do? Listen, I'm not here to. You know what? I'm lying. It ain't gonna happen to America. It's cool. It's not gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen? We all gonna have this stuff that's happening right now. Don't worry about Russia and Ukraine, because guess what? Russia and Ukraine, they eventually, within the next 2-3 months, everything gonna chill out with Russia and Ukraine. Don't worry about Taiwan and China, because guess what? Taiwan and China, in a few months, that shit is going to die down too. They're not even thinking about Taiwan. They made a threat that they was going to go there to Taiwan. They're not going to mess with Taiwan. Nah, because China is livable and Russia is livable. So therefore, because they can still live there, therefore, why would they need to go any other place? Why would they need to do anything else? Yeah. Russia and China is becoming unlivable. The complete entire total North is becoming unlivable. So, yeah, don't worry about Taiwan. Cool. Don't you even worry about that shit. I'm fear mongering. Don't worry about it. It ain't gonna happen. Nothing. Matter of fact, not in this lifetime. 100 years from now, and everybody that's watching this video, 100 years from now, we won't even be here. So we ain't gotta worry about it, right? Exactly. We won't gotta worry about it. Don't worry about it. It ain't gonna be no tight. Don't even worry about it. All this shit right here is just, it is what it is. No matter how many times I recorded the sky and showed you the blue Kachina that switched positions, and now you got the green orb and the blue Kachina at the 7 o'clock position, white pulsating sun. No matter how many times I showed you that star family moving across the shit you never seen before. No matter what. No matter the sinkholes, no matter how much the weather anomalies that's happening around the planet, the double-decker rainbows that are happening, or the 180-degree rainbows that are constantly happening all over the planet. All over the entire planet. Never seen this before. The different the colors in the sky, the purple, the yellow, the red in the sky, the different color sky, the orange sky. I mean, it's the moon in the sky at the same time, the moon moving, turning at a 180-degree angle in the sky, turning. You know, it no matter what, listen, this shit ain't about nothing. This ain't about nothing. This ain't about nothing. This ain't about nothing. All I can tell you is this. Don't get caught sleeping. And it's very sad that we as a people are not getting ahead. Listen, I don't want to say we. As a whole, we're not getting ahead of this. But individually, I know it's a lot of us are getting ahead of it. But I can tell you one thing. It's going to be a sad thing. Because, see, let me tell you this. We as adults maybe can stand to stay in the dark. I mean, pitch black darkness. We may be able to stand in the dark. But when you have them young and little babies and food is being scarce, that's all I got to say to you. That's all I got to say to you. So what you think? What you think? So you go ahead. What have I been wrong about since I've been on here? You might be used to the dark. You might can get. You can. That's it. Revelations. You might be okay with the dark. You might be like, all right, I can get through this darkness a little bit. Every day that the sun rises, let me just make this very clear so no one can get upset or anything, and you can call it fear mongering all you want. Every day the sun set and the sun rise, when all this shit go out and the noises start making, it's going to be new death in the street. New death. So when you woke up, so you went inside your crib and it was dark time and you seen the shootings and you seen shit happening already, you was like, oh my gosh. And then you went in your crib and you heard all that kind of crazy shit last night, and then you walked outside. You can best be sure when you walk outside the next day, the same people that you saw the day before, you ain't gonna see them people that day when you walk outside. Every day is gonna be different. Every day is gonna be different. Better believe it. Every day is gonna be different. Because this shit is going to be dwindling down every night. Every night. That's why they say Jesus was tempted by the devil for 40 days and 40 nights. Or can you stand darkness? And the people that you going to get from one sunrise to the next sunrise, can y'all stand darkness together? Pure darkness. And with evil moving through the darkness. With evil lurking through the darkness. Can you stand that? That is the key. Can you do that? Because that's what's coming next. So listen, Israel and Gaza is the domino effect. Just so that you know, the Palestinians and those Israels, those Jewish people, this is the domino effect. Call it what you want, but this is the domino effect. Because next year, the intensity of the sun has increased exponentially. Even, let me just say this to you. You even got some, because, my people like to listen to other races of people. Other races of people are now talking about the poles flips are imminent now. Like that shit can happen at any second or any day. No, I'm going to tell you something. Let me just make this very clear. October of 2024. Earth, and it was several crop circles, and I played these videos on my YouTube channel. It was one particular video or two particular videos that I definitely used these crop circles on. Earth is being pulled between 4 gas giants. Earth magnetic field is being removed, the dome, and it's going to be pulled between 4 gas giants. In October, the end of October of 2024. This alignment has not taken place in these people's lifetime. Everything that goes on in the cosmos plays a role on the surface of this planet. And they are getting ready for what's coming in October of 2024, the end of October 2024. They are getting ready for that. This is why 2024, next year, NASA said they're going to try to make another attempt to try to go to the moon because they think they're going to get off the planet. When they shooting them rockets up in the sky, when they be talking about a planet, Elon Musk, SpaceX shooting rockets in the sky, they're testing the dome. That's why it looks like water. If you ever look at one of those rockets, when they get to a certain point in the sky and it's going across the dome, it looks just like A pebble. Lost the shit out of my video on that, all right? Earth is a spaceship that travels throughout each constellation. And during these travel times, Earth, the people of Earth, the organic beings of this planet, is put through the ultimate test where Superman and Superwoman starts to lose their memory. And you lose your memory, but and every time that you go against you, like every time a tree dislike the grass, or every time the grass speak about the weed, or every time the cactus has something smart to say about the bush, every time you became more and more densified. You lost your super immortality ability. You lost the ability to do what you would call supernatural mutant things each time. And we have been going through this for hundreds of thousands of Gregorian calendar years. And now we are at the end, because this is why it was so important I tell y'all that the Bible is the last one. And the reason why the Bible is the last one, because the Bible, it tells you in the book, in that book, it says that Revelations and Genesis will be at the end. And they said that after the 400 years of imprisonment, that's when we will be set free. And the 400 years have to do with the solar cycle of the sun. See, do you honestly think that the lizard literally will want to put that inside the Bible, that after 400 years, the true children of God, you understand, they will be released from their torment or their captivity? No, he did not want to put that there. But universal law, he had to put that, he has to add that inside of his scriptures, because the Bible is nothing but a breadcrumb. That's all it is. And it's based off astrology and the cycles of the sun, astrologies and genetics. That's all it is. That's all the Bible is based off. So with that being said, this entity on the planet never wanted you to, his job on the planet is say, because here we go right here. I have intelligence just like them. I have intelligence just like them. Why can't I travel throughout the solar system? Why can't I do and go where they go when I want to? Why am I bound to this planet? And we say to them, you have free will. You have the ability to travel and move throughout dimensions. You have the ability to interact with all energetic frequencies. You have that ability, and we give you the life to live for 1,000 years guaranteed. But you just can't do what we do. And this entity, aka the devil in the Bible, was mad at God for God showing favors to his children versus his angels. So now you got, when you see wing, because it's going to be, let me just make this very clear so I can get this out the way too. When you see motherfuckers with wings and they introduce you to these motherfuckers on TV, you can go in and fall for them all you want. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Don't include me in that shit. You understand what I'm saying to you? You get introduced to this wing motherfucker and he called himself X, Y, and Z, and he came here, him and his crew came here to set things right before God get here, give you some fictitious ass lie. You better stop playing with me, because I'm not going for that shit. These people, these things have already been here. And this is why they call them angels in the Bible with wings. They already been here. And then you look at the Sumerian text, you see them with wings on their back. We don't have any animal features. This is the one thing about us that separates us from all other life on the planet or in the cosmos, is that we don't have any animal DNA, and we are the closest representation of the source walking in the flesh. We are. That's what separates us from all other life. So we do what the source do. Create. And we move in a way that cannot be fucked with. Period. If we choose to tap into our root chakra, we can be some devastating people. But we choose not to. We will rather create and let you have a world of your own to destroy and let karma come back and destroy you. That's how we move. That's how we move. So, like I said to you, a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like I know that a lot of people I see on the social media, a lot of people starting to catch up. A lot of people are coming around, but I'm gonna definitely do a presentation of everything that I've been talking about from day one all the way up until now. And it is what it is. It's sad to say so-called black woman, but you're going to have to see reality for what it is. Because I can tell you right now, there ain't going to be too much arguing and shit about who's cheating on who and who messing around with who. It ain't going to be none of that relationship talk when shit really hit the fan. Yeah, ain't none of that is going to be going on. And I don't know who going to have time to be fighting when you ain't got no water to drink. Nigga, you going to be thirsty. The only reason why y'all do a lot of shit y'all do right now because y'all got shit to replenish yourselves. Ain't nobody got time to be, you know why you argue all day long? Because you got shit to replenish your throat with. Ain't nobody, if you ain't got no water, you ain't got shit to say all day long. You gonna keep your fucking mouth shut. You got 1 gallon of water, and that shit gotta last you to the next time you find some water. You shutting the fuck up. You ain't got Who gonna use all that fucking energy to argue about if you was over there talking to a girl or not? If you was over there, nigga, did you bring back some water? Did you bring back some water when you was talking to her? Did you bring back some water? Shit. Did you find some fruit? Did you find anything? Yeah, and who got time to be arguing? See, y'all got time to argue right now because y'all got replenishments. When them carbohydrates is gone, your motherfucker ass gonna shut the fuck up. It's gonna be... That's exactly what y'all be like, okay, where the water at? Like, we ain't arguing about nothing else. Where the fuck is the water? Did you find some fruit? Did you find something, bro? You couldn't have just came back with her. You had to find something. Yeah, because that's what it's going to be about. Then you go fuck around but like, hold up, did you find something? And don't let the sister pull out a Snicker. Hey, yo, my G's. Hey, my G. Yo, my G. Hey, yo, my G. Don't go out and find a sister, come back and she be like, yeah, well, I got a bag full of goodies. All of a sudden, she like, well, hey, sister. I got some candles and some matches. Oh, hey, sister wife. All of a sudden, she your sister wife now. I'm dead serious. See, that's what's going to bond y'all back together. You got to have trials and tribulations. You got to have some dark shit to really be like, yo, man, listen, to start appreciating. Yeah. Y'all gonna start appreciating like, oh shit, like what? Like, hold up. Don't let her have no Snickers, no nothing that you can put on your stomach. Or some water, a bottle of water. She gonna be like, well, hold the fuck up. What? Hold on. You first thing, why did you bring her back here? Because she has that. Oh, all right, cool. Well, what's your name? My name is, excuse, let me wipe my hand off. My name is Khadijah. Oh shit. Oh really? You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sitting in that motherfucker in the pitch black dark. And guess what? You got a half a Snickers and a little bit of water. Guess what? That shit got you to the next day. Y'all are no longer enemies. Y'all have nothing to argue about. It's going. See? Call it what you want. That's how it's going to be. Call it what you want. See, we got too much other shit on our plates. You know what I mean? To distract us from the truth. But the truth is coming. Believe me, you. The truth is coming. And then you got the ones that's going to be out there looking, like begging, like anybody. Like, I can't be around these girls that I'm around. These girls ain't got no food. These people in this house ain't got no food. These people ain't thinking. All of y'all they doing in there is complaining. They don't know what to do. Like, I need to be around people that know what to do and making moves. Then you're going to have those type of females. There. Then you're going to have the type of females that, yo, there's an emergency broadcast. If you need to come to a building for shelter and security, please come to these areas and location. Then you're going to have those type of people. Yeah, it's going to be all, it is what it is. But we're going to get through it, though. We're going to get through it. Listen, I value all. I appreciate you all. I just wanted to know what I was wrong about. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, I believe that steel sharpens steel. And all I do is I don't want to be right. I want to be righteous. And I'm not a teacher. I just want to be known as a great reminder. The great reminder to always be righteous, to always love and value and appreciate yourself, and not allow anyone to influence you to be against yourself. I always want to be known for that right there. Someone that inspired me to really look in the mirror and see the value within me. That's me. I'm a motivator. You know what I mean? I'm an inspirational person. Like, that's me. I do not want to, I'm not a teacher. And I firmly believe the stronger the species is the stronger the individual is. And we're going to need people that are strong individually, but know the power in the collectiveness. And that's just all it is. And I'm ready for what's coming next. It's sad to say about what's going to come, but it's also at a point, it's also happy. You got to be glory. Like, this is glory, man. This is a beautiful time to be alive. Like, this is a glorifying time. I mean, I just can't explain it. Like, I just really can't begin sometimes to fathom the words to be able to express how amazing and beautiful this time is going to be. You know, death is not real, but but it is necessary to transcend when you are mentally dead. When you're mentally dead, there is no reason for you to be physically alive. And that goes for any individual and collective species. And this is why we have been dying for so many years, is because we are mentally dead. So therefore we cannot be spiritually alive. And because we are mentally dead and we think that we are practicing spirituality through these religions, this is why we don't go any further and we continue to mingle with death. No matter what type of death it may be. We think death is just not being able to inhabit these bodies. Death, it comes in all forms and facets. Who we hanging around, what we ingest, what we do, why do we feel bored all the time? You know? Why we feel the need for excitement and darkness. They great cut me off here, my people. Look at this. 9 seconds, 10 seconds. I value you. I appreciate each and
a stable supply of the vegetable.